I'm just concerned about all the alligators.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, I mean, when they've got those little hats on, I mean, you don't find that concerning?
No.
Oh.
It's when they don't have them that it's concerning. It's like, what are they hiding when they're trying to be normal?
The roller skates. You've never seen one with roller skates on?
What, an alligator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen Florida before.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the shit?
That's
Who
how
the fuck are you?
That's how I treated Woodford. He's part of the group. We make things invited every week. He actually bothered to show up. That's a horrible response.
Yeah.
You couldn't have interpreted my whoa any more accurately.
It's just, I mean, Brian, you've pointed it out to me. Like you've set the standards, you've met them for a very long time, and now you break them. So we're a bit surprised.
Okay, the standard was that it was me and Seraphis like every week, like clockwork. And then they took my overtime away, and I wasn't awake on Sunday morning. So here we are. Anyways, I've missed you guys.
Missed you too. Welcome back.
God knows why.
Fair.
We have charming personalities.
We have personalities.
We have person.
We do have people. That is true.
Well, we have 3 people and an Australian, so an imaginary person.
How nice of him to temporarily join us.
Go on, it's been a long time since I've made an Australian joke like that.
Well, it's only because it's been a long time since you've been on here.
Irrelevant.
Well,
sorry, I need a snack, so I'm muting a lot.
That happens. I'm also muting a lot when you keep choking me. Well, making me cough up a lung, rather.
I don't know. Don't get sick.
Dude, I've got 2 kids under 10. That's not going to happen.
Did they just start up school again?
Yeah, they've been at school for like a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, that's what it is then. They brought home the school crud.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the boy the other week and then the girl last week. And it's like, yep. And of course, there was vomiting involved, which means that Grim isn't touching that. So I've got to do it. So now I'm sick.
You're supposed to clean it, not
play with it.
I sometimes forget that this is Talkin Drek.
I mean, that's very on. What, head of sales?
Yeah. That too. No, Kurt Nicklat. Oh.
Did anyone else just hear a plane or something fly over?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my air conditioner kicking in.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's working. It's alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's
I gave you forewarning that it's already like 90 degrees outside, so my AC is just perpetually running at this point.
Yeah.
yeah, no biggie. I mean, it's now gotten to a hum now, so it's not actually distracting or anything. It was just that initial switch on sounded
Yeah.
like there was
The
a
boredom.
plane flying over.
Yep. And oh, let me tell you, man, when I'm sitting here trying to record a video and I'm 20 minutes into a video, and then the AC kicks on, and I either have to stop or go turn the air conditioner off, which everybody else in the house starts yelling at me because the air conditioner has been turned off.
Well, look, do they want an air conditioner or do they want money for the air conditioner to run? See, that's where they're at.
Oh, you mean uh, uh, uh,
Let Dad do his job.
you mean like the whole whopping $6.37?
Pennies
Hey.
makes pounds.
Hey, that's more money than some of us are getting from YouTube.
You guys are getting money. I'm sinking money into this. My time.
Oh, I've financially sunk stuff into this, getting a new microphone, getting cameras and shit. And
No kidding.
I've written
I'm
that
in
off as
the.
expenses. Gaming expenses.
I got kids too, so I can't even write these off as gaming expenses.
Yeah.
Actually, Brian, I do want to ask, and you don't have to give specific numbers, but do you at least get a monthly payout from YouTube?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. Yeah, I get like a quarterly payout. Maybe.
Yeah, I right now it is monthly, and I'm seeing on average from YouTube, and I don't mind talking about it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Where is it?
Oh, I was just saying because I don't need to know the specific. I don't need to know the specific numbers.
No, I know.
But
No, I actually did a video for my subscribers that I mean, it was a good while ago that kind of went over and showed what I made. Right now, I'm trying to see where it's at. This is how bad I just don't even pay attention to it.
and I forget. Do you focus more on on actual like channel members or Patreon?
Both.
Okay.
So right now, yeah, my average monthly from YouTube is about $200, and then from Patreon, let me jump over to that. Patreon is where is it? Ah, there. That tab. Is about $120. So I'm seeing about little over $300 a month. Which, I mean, I guess that's not horrible, but that's also the only money that I'm bringing in.
Right. Yeah, and
Which is, that's part of why I've been cracking pretty hard at pushing videos and trying to make them better, that kind of thing.
well, I mean, it's it's what you have to do if you're gonna try and replace the other income.
Yeah. I will say that since I was let go from my previous job back in March, I have doubled this. So
Sure, but I mean that's
doubling it from 100 to 200 is not,
right. Exactly right. That's the problem. It's like, oh, hey, we've doubled it to just more than nothing.
Yeah.
No, and I mostly just ask just because it is something that I kind of think about, like with the changes that they announced recently. You know, like it's going to be
no,
even harder to get Seraphis monetized at this point.
Well, I'm looking at my second channel going, well, holy crap. I was 1,000 hours away from getting it monetized. Now I'm 6,000 hours away.
You're still 1,000 away. Because
provided I can hit that between now and February.
You barely started the channel, didn't you?
Yeah, but man, that sucker has hit a wall.
Dude,
I don't know what it is.
Okay, my Wiki's channel. I've put up a video every single day. I'm still only at 200 subscribers, and
I like the new thumbnail designs, by the way.
On the Wiki's channel?
Yeah.
That I've been doing for like 7 months.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've seen you.
That's not my fault. There's a new video every single day. Anyway, so
yes, but I can actually tell you in person. That's how.
But yeah, so I put up a new video every single day. I'm barely over 200 subscribers, and I don't even have 2,000 hours of watch time, and I'm gonna start losing it here shortly. So, or we'll start losing some because the rollover. So, yeah. So that's one where it's like I do wonder. Is it like I'm having fun doing it? I enjoy reading the articles, but it is one of those things where it's like, do I keep doing it? Is the juice worth the squeeze?
So here's what I would say. This is what I want to see you squeeze.
Yeah.
Take a look at what's trending. Okay. Like, for example, right now, I think part of the problem, so I was looking at the reading wikis, and I think part of the issue is that you've got material that doesn't really belong to any one genre or category. So, for example, you've got one that's maritime archaeology. Okay, I mean, that's cool and interesting within itself, for sure. But then the very next one is BattleTech. So I think the algorithm is like, it doesn't really know what to do with your videos. So if you log into, so we're going to do a real quick little, I don't want to call it a master class because I'm far cry from being, from what I would consider to be a master, YouTube master. But jump into your studio for the wiki. And look at, if you click on just in general analytics. I'm sorry, not analytics. Go to content, and then pick. Let's see, for example. Let's look at one that you did. Okay, the Synanon that you did 2 days ago. So it should be your third video. If you click on analytics from that, then go to reach.
Reach 33 impressions.
33 impressions?
Yeah.
Not 33,000, just 33 impressions?
33.
Okay. So that's what the issue is. But
that's the thing. I mean, you look at, like, let's find. It's like, I'll use this one as a different. Okay, so like I've been doing the baseball teams, and so the last one was Los Angeles Angels. Yeah, 132 impressions.
Okay.
But then the week before, or a couple weeks before when I did the Yankees, that one has 40.6 thousand impressions.
I'm not even seeing how many views does
that was like 3 weeks
I
ago.
see 300 views.
Yeah.
So okay, so were the Yankees at that point? Were they like in the news? Were they a hot topic at that point?
I have absolutely no idea. I just prepped out a schedule of I'm going to do a video on each of the baseball teams, and that was the week that the Yankees showed up.
I gotcha.
It's the Yankees and the Yankees poll. So
look at your second most recent one, the one that you did yesterday, BattleTech Scorpion Empire. What's the impressions on that?
And for the record, like I do BattleTech on, that's weird. I do BattleTech on Saturdays, and I do Warhammer on
Sundays.
On Sundays, just
sure
for fun because I want to.
Sure.
But then during the week, it's general information topics.
Right. But how many impressions on your Scorpion Empire?
Scorpion Empire is 406.
So that's what's telling me that, for example, going back to the Synanon, that had 33 total impressions. If you can read this, it tells me that the algorithm doesn't know what to do with your videos.
And I can see that because I mean the stuff is sort of, I mean the topics are sort of all over the place. I mean, and I absolutely get that because it's like I'm not trying to start a chemistry channel or baseball channel or football channel or the Australian imaginary channel. So
I mean that would be the 2 cents that I would throw out there would be, yeah, I mean while you're doing this daily, that's great, but YouTube doesn't know what to do with them because the topics are so varied across the spectrum. So what me personally, I would almost pivot a touch to concentrate on like one specific segment for a month. So, like baseball, concentrate on baseball during the
World Series.
The World Series, thank you. Concentrate on baseball articles for that month leading up to the World Series. You'll probably see stuff boom. Concentrate on football going into
the Super Bowl,
the NFL Super Bowl. And then I don't know.
And here's the thing: like I've kind of thought about that, like switching it up where, like, not necessarily for a month, but for like a week. Yeah. Okay. So this week
I would go for a month. Honestly, because it's going to take that long to kind of train the algorithm, forward.
But then when I switch the next month, to a different topic that interests me, then it breaks the algorithm because like, well, you were posting baseball stuff and now you're posting, synchronized swimming stuff.
Okay, so here's the trick. You're doing content on YouTube. And this is the big reveal for everybody, right? You're putting content on YouTube that interests you. You got to stop being interested in whatever it is you're putting out there and just be good at what you're putting out there. You think I really care about D&D?
Yes, I do. But I mean, based on conversations, absolutely I do. Okay. Well, no, and so and that's the funny thing is that I kind of don't want it to be about me. If you notice what I like within the first minute of the video, hey, while I'm reading, drop me a comment, let me know something you're interested in or something that you think other people might be interested in, so we can get that on the schedule.
Okay, so Saxius,
Yeah.
Seraphis, what would be topics that you guys would be interested in?
Hold on, real quick. For Seraphis, Scorpion Empire, and what's her bucket from Clan Ghost Bear. Literally, both of those videos were because Seraphis asked for it.
Thank you very much.
Whatever. That chick. I couldn't remember her name off the top of my head, and I didn't want to stop looking at the screen.
She is my con, after all.
That's sure. Yeah. Calm your tits. But that's the thing. Bam, that went into the schedule. The psychology stuff that I've been doing this week, literally viewer suggestion. The whole, like, covering the periodic table of the elements, literally was viewer suggestion.
Gotcha.
So I'll do what other, like, the stuff that interests me is literally because I need to put up a video today. What have I not talked? What have I like? What's something that I would want to talk about? Oh, I haven't looked at a plane for a while. Let's look at the P-38. You know.
Yeah. Well, Sax, what were you going to say?
Sorry.
Well, to be transparent, it's like pulling teeth with me. So I will often then go and read it myself as well. But I am a sucker for events within the Warhammer universe, such as what they did with the Imperial Armory, the Siege of Rax, some of the other frontier worlds. I'm having my obsession of the Tau, which means that I'm always going to look into that.
Okay. And so today we got the Battle of Isstvan 3.
Yes.
So that's the funny thing. The Battletech and the Warhammer ones, they do generally okay on their own. Not huge, but
So I have a second suggestion, and you may already be doing this. Is what I'm actually looking at right now.
And real quick, Brian, I totally understand what you're saying. If I wanted to just play the algorithm,
yeah.
Wait,
no, I was going to say to set them all as podcasts, but you've already got that done.
Okay, yeah. Max Leoud suggested that a while back, and he's like, it'll like let it feed into like Google Music or something. So, but yeah, no, I could just do. Actually, it is kind of funny because I did actually finally realize that Lexicanum has their own YouTube channel, and they've actually like put some videos up, and they've got nice production and lots of graphics and all that kind of stuff. And I don't do any of that. And I've duplicated some of their work, but it's just like, huh.
Well,
somebody over there might be grumpy with me.
No. Lexicanum has got other YouTubers who actively jump on them because the accuracy of what they have on their wiki is very inaccurate.
Well, it's a wiki.
Yeah.
It's only as accurate as the people that put the material up there, and there's only so much that a person could do.
You're talking about Warhammer autists.
That's fair.
You know what you know what that corner is going to be like. Those gremlins will sit and read the books, then show above the woodworks going, "You haven't filled out the correct forms. You did not reference this specific minor character. I must now get access and Discord admin levels so I can correct your mistakes, peon."
I totally get that. Except for I will then counter with Jason Hardy from Catalyst, who, when I complained about like the one Shadowrun wiki that's out there that is using like fandom or something. I refuse to use a fandom wiki. Just because they generally just seem super bleh.
Create your own wiki.
I need my own wiki.
Yeah, create your own wiki and start populating it with stuff that you like, and then reference your specific videos. Now you have links going from a bona fide website to your YouTube videos. Google will rank those videos higher on their searches, and now you're making mad money.
Ooh.
I need to do that with my website.
I mean, yeah, just copying the. Well, I mean, essentially, I just copy most of the.
No, you'd want to write original. I mean, it could be the same. Like, I mean, it could be.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't want to write. That's why I'm using Wikipedia and Lexicanum and Sarna. This because they're already written. I don't have time for full on writing and production.
I see. Well, do you guys know what time it is now?
Time to talk RPGs. Ah.
Oh.
Have
Yim
you
mi
seen my-
sui eva fo drow riop.
Seraphis, this is YouTube. That's not allowed.
You have to start writing it backwards.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about the He-Man movie, I have seen it, and it's great.
It was
Unless
a
you're
lot of fun,
referencing
wasn't
my
it?
name.
What'd you say, Brian?
Unless you're referencing my name, but you'd have to read that backwards too.
That's fair. No, you're right, Seraphis. It was an absolute blast. Dear Lord, was that fun. Holy crap.
I finally figured out what it gives me vibes of, and it's the Flash Gordon movie.
Very much so, yes.
I need to watch it. I think it's streaming currently.
It's free on Prime.
Yeah,
You have to watch ads, but
Oh, I don't care. That's fine.
It's also free on other places too.
okay, in the US, 99% of people have Prime, and so it's just there. Just saying. You know, regardless of your opinion of, Amazon.
And their repeated product placement throughout that movie as well, at least while they were on Earth.
I mean, Amazon owns MGM, and MGM's the one that made the movie.
Yeah, I know, but dude, that Coke bottle on his date, the label was pointed at the camera each time.
Oh, they do that all the time in movies. Like, absolutely, because again, they're like, "Hey, Coke, will you give us $10 million because we're going to put this on the big screen?"
But a Coke glass bottle is already pretty recognizable without it being adjusted each time, so you can perfectly see the label of Coca-Cola straight on.
I guarantee you, Coca-Cola insisted that it doesn't matter that the bottle is trademarked and recognizable. I guarantee you, they insisted, no, you will have our label front and center.
The big question is how many people did that Coke bottle placement inspire to rush out and buy a Coca-Cola?
So,
I mean, I'm currently drinking Pepsi Max, so about that many.
So here's my thing. Like, I understand what you're saying there, but it is also one of those things where I've actually heard that a lot of advertising isn't necessary, like especially for like established brands, isn't about, are we going to get one more drinker? It's, are we going to keep this in their mind? It's just keeping the repetition so that the brand doesn't, quote unquote, go away.
You will not forget us. We will be a part of your household. You will remember us whenever you hear our tunes, and you will recognize that it is only Christmas when we ordain that our advertisement of the Fat Man returns in his gigantic 40-foot truck.
And much like the tales of those old cults. They have never died.
Yup.
Not that I'm saying that Coca-Cola and Cthulhu have anything in common. I'm just saying. Drink black liquid.
Rum.
I'm pretty sure that protects you from Cthulhu.
So, anyways, but regardless, it was still a fun movie. I enjoyed all of it.
That was good.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it at some point this week.
I will say though, and minor spoiler, but again with the product placement, I could have done without the Amazon truck hitting Beastman. Does advertisement just like go right through you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, who was it? I'll have to find his.
Actually, how
his
does
channel
okay?
now.
That's one thing I have wondered about because, like UK,
Mhm.
like, do you still have advertisements on television shows even when it's BBC programming that you have to pay for
No,
if you want to watch TV anyways?
No. BBC specifically, they do not advertise. They are not supposed to. That is a public service that everyone has to pay into. That is technically the government's, what's it called, news channel. So they cannot do
Public broadcaster.
advertisement.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
They can't do
That's-
it.
But then, like on like Sky News or any of the cable channels, it's not a problem. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the private cable. It's no different than in the United States. You know, they are privatized news network, meaning they can go ahead and do this.
Well, I'm
and
not
get
talking
other
news. I'm talking like all programming.
Yeah, well, anything that's private in that sense, they can.
Okay.
Basically, they can do that.
Right. And so that's the thing, Seraphis. For us, like as Americans, we've been inundated with ads forever. Like any TV program, like, you know, it like the reason that they're 40 minutes is because it's an hour TV show, but that other 20 minutes, that's all ads.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to bring up, there's another YouTuber called Chris Kohler. He is an Australian who basically goes through the financial decisions, economics, incentives, and business moves that companies do. Such as, when they make a movie, let's take Barbie, for example. They had to pay Mattel, I think it was like $5 or $10 million for the rights to make the movie of Barbie. Then they had to do a total of $300 million to make the movie, advertise it, and get it into the theaters. The movie itself made about $1 billion, and the product placements within the movie gave them, I think it was something in the realm of I want to say $300 million. That was paid to the producers and the studios to get product placements inside of it. So that's what Chris Kohler is basically highlighting, is that movies is the new era, or the new frontier, where we're seeing more aggressive advertisements directly in there. Similarly, there was a live chat from Arch Warhammer where he talked about the difference between people such as ourselves, where we will probably have browsers that has got extensions that reject or minimizes the amount of advertisement that we get. But the average internet user doesn't do that, meaning the average person will then sit and happily go oh, well, like you said, I normally have 20 minutes worth of advertisement on the TV, but with this one, I only have 10. That's an absolute win. That's 10 minutes of non-stop bombardment of that before they move on. And for those users, that's considered a win because they're used to something that's much worse.
Right. And that's that's the thing. It's like, the other venues for being able to advertise. Like, you don't have like when we were growing up, you watch a TV show. Well, if the ad comes on, that was when you went to the bathroom. That's when you went and got a drink. That's what, all that stuff, because you couldn't skip it, couldn't do anything. It was on. It was running.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing, is that I've even seen it, impact like actual YouTube videos. Because like, how many times are you watching a YouTube video and they get to the product placement and then the little like, oh, jump ahead, and we all hit that jump ahead button because
what do I say at the end of every single one of my videos? I want to thank everybody. I want to humbly thank everybody for watching. I especially need to thank my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters, as they have allowed me to not have to do a sponsored ad for today's video. Besides, we all skip that anyways, don't we? I mean,
right.
I know that by heart at this point, and it's specifically because of that. We do skip that stuff.
Which is actually kind of funny. There's one guy that I've seen do it, and I'm not saying others don't. I'm not saying he's unique, but I actually thought it was brilliant how he did his product placement. So, have you ever seen the channel I Like to Make Stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. If you watch any of the more recent videos, and I want to say, like, when I say recent, within like the last 6 months, at some point he's going to do a product placement. Okay. And what he does is he drops the product placement to like a quarter of the screen. Okay. And just puts it up in the corner. And the rest of the screen, it's still him. He's still building. You want to watch the build? You want to see what he's doing? Keep watching. But he's got your he's still got your audio, because he's, running the product placement up in the corner. So yeah, that's that.
So the other core reason that I prefer not to do sponsored ads, there are so many out there that how do you determine what's legit and what's not? I got one. This is an email. Actually, hold on. I'll show you.
Allow this Aussie to give you an opinion. If you're doing a sponsored thing, it's not legit.
Right.
What, are you telling me my Raid Shadow Legend sponsorship that I've been offered several times from a rich prince in Nigeria isn't real?
See, I think I say cunt too many times for them to actually even bother sending me stuff like that. I don't get anything.
It also depends, though. Like, I'm going to use Count Dankula, for example. Go on. Oh.
I mean, does that not scream scam?
It does. that is so sparse on information. They might as well just send you a private DM via Discord or Skype, MSN, or whatever it is.
And I mean, I try when I do my ending on my videos, I try to take like the best crappy email solicitation of the week and throw it in there as a pop-up, just to show folks. I mean, I am getting this stuff on a regular basis, and I know that 99% of it's all fake. It's all some form of scam. I'm not a fan of it.
No. Again,
and when you do find one that's legit, they end up doing some kind of political movement or some bonehead move, 6 months down the line, that now you as the creator get lambasted for because you sponsored their product or their service.
That's because they're all American.
Most of them. There's some international ones that have gone off the deep end too.
Yeah.
Like the Entitled one?
The what one?
I mean, I know Denmark's done a few where they've done advertisements and other things to do certain things in the Danish agenda, the Danish invasion of the world market.
Yeah, but we could all do with some Danish marketing at us, just to spice up all the American stuff.
Well, how are you doing? Welcome to Denmark. Remember, you must have your Danish. I must be happy.
So here's what I need to do.
If you do not have Lego in your house, you will be expelled.
When you guys have a specific something that you want me to direct folks to, viewers to, videos, whatever, reach out to me in our Discord with. I mean, I'm not looking for compensation or anything like that. Just something fun to do. Hey, go check this out. Send me what it is, and I'll see what I can do to fit it into one of my videos. This will be like a test run, a practice run for me to do a sponsored ad.
Any of my wiki stuff, any of it, all of it. Like, I would like to monetize this, which I do wonder if I even can. But
actually, Brian, Brian, have you done any wiki entries on Star Wars yet?
I have not, because I have debated adding Star Wars and Star Trek with their wikis onto the weekends, so have like 2 on the weekend. But I haven't. I haven't done it.
Okay.
You've got a year to get prepared for that.
I was just thinking that,
Yeah.
and personally,
Hold on. What happened? Oh, because of D&D Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I was going to recommend a first Star Wars thing, it would have to be Darth Nihilus.
Darth Nihilus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should do Jackson.
No, because here's the cool thing about...
He's teasing me because I didn't know what Jackson was. It's the rabbit from Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Hey, at least they didn't name it Jack's Off.
Facts.
Oh,
Jack's on, Jack's off.
Darth Nihilus.
Yes. See, it's the additional information that is the funnest part of that wiki entry or Wookiee entry.
Wikipedia.
Yes, because of what he was inspired by.
No.
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Yes. It has been a long, long time.
Yeah.
I recognize the name, yeah.
Darth Nihilus is based on No Face from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Anime influences many things.
Yes.
Just like, the Western side has got things that influence anime, like...
Yeah,
what's the War of the Roses or something like that? The Rose War.
Real quick, how much you want to bet that Wikipedia is what's actually paying the bills for fandom.com?
I would think so. So here's what you do.
At least 70% of it, yeah.
Take a look at the Marvel schedule. We've got Spider-Man, which it has blown every movie out of the water. You know that Dr. Doom coming out later this year is going to be massively big. This is what you need to start training your wiki algorithm on right now. Start doing wiki reads of various Marvel characters, various X-Men characters. I guarantee you that if you have the word Dr. Doom in the title anywhere, that'll be probably one of your number one wikis.
Oh, do you guys know who the villain of the Spider-Man movie was?
Say that again.
Do you know who the villain of the Spider-Man movie was?
Yeah, Jean Grey.
Yeah. Isn't that the fucking stupidest goddamn shit?
Yeah, it is. Well, what bothers me is that have you guys all seen this new Spider-Man movie?
No,
I don't care about spoilers, though.
No, I'm not interested in it, but I know the plot.
So at the end of the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, we had this big scene with Vulture and the other guy who would eventually become Scorpion, and they had this, it was the after credit scene, and the whole payoff was supposed to be that they were going to team up to get revenge on Spider-Man. Well, in this latest movie, Scorpion is in it for all of about maybe 3 minutes.
Yep, as part of the montage.
Yeah. It was kind of a bad payoff, really. But whatever.
Yep. I mean, you really can't expect much when Marvel... Endgame really did end their whole plan. Everything since Endgame has been a... what I feel like is making it up on the spot.
Yeah.
And nothing says that more than the new announcement of Vision Quest, where they've suddenly finally remembered, oh wait, we went and made White Vision ages ago. We should probably address that, right? Now that, Wanda is dead, there's no fixing her with a new vision or anything. So yeah,
Well,
it's so poorly planned.
Yeah, but well, go ahead, Sections.
Well, there's been Endgame, absolutely a 10-year plan being brought together by what I think to be a really good ribbon. Like, that was a great send off. It was a good ending. A 4-arc story of 5 to 10 movies per arc to bring it all together. Really well planned out. They clearly knew what they were going to do. Start, middle, end. Beautifully done. Even with the flops here, or the failures here and there, they kept moving. Great. Then when they were done, they basically went, right, we need to immediately move on to the next thing. What many people said was that they needed to let it breathe. People needed to settle in, but they were afraid that they were going to lose that steam rather than sitting down, reevaluating, and bring up the next thing. The thing that they wanted to bring out was not Doom, it was Kang the Destroyer. And I've recently gone back to watch the Loki series, and it is actually a really good setup. I have to say, I was amazed at how good they were putting all this together. The multiverse story that they were going to be going for did have a lot more merit, but it was buried in a tertiary, storyline that they should have been bringing out as a main big event. So that was a massive mistake, in my opinion. And then you saw all of these characters that people didn't know or care about. They didn't have the groundwork. They didn't go back to square one with build the Avengers up, build all of these things up. That's, they didn't do that. It was instead move into one after the other, and that's why we had phase 4 fell apart. We were going through phase 5 with nothing that people want to watch, and that's why we're seeing things being dissolving. Hasn't helped that in the Ant-Man and the Wasp with Quantumania, where they were revealing, hey, by the way, Kang, the guy that we've been hinting in all these, behind the scene movies and what have you, or after credit scenes, that's what's meant to be the big thing. That's where he gets revealed, and you see a fraction of how dangerous he actually is. That had to be scrapped because that actor then got arrested. And I was like, oh, well.
Hey, and that's why I don't do sponsored ads, because you never know when somebody's going to screw up.
Yeah, and this, I mean, again, I don't follow this particularly close. I understand that the actor has admitted that, yes, he's guilty of what he's done. He's wishing the companies all the best. He's messed up and he's working towards doing his own self-improvement. Great. I will leave him to rebuild that up. I'm not going to sit and judge someone that I don't know. That's neither here nor there. I'm not interested.
Well, that's no fun.
Shut up.
But I mean, how difficult would it have been for them to just get a different actor to portray that? I mean, look at what they did with War Machine.
Yeah,
they did
or the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, hell, they've had 3-4 different people playing him.
Yeah.
Technically, only 2 for the MCU.
Yeah.
But then they wouldn't change. They got to a point where now they don't change because they haven't changed. They decided not to change Black Panther.
Right. They didn't change Black Panther. They killed off Tony Stark, instead of just finding a replacement.
Yeah.
And, but like, think about it. Like Batman, like you want a good case of, recasting Batman, the quote unquote original Batman movies. I'm talking Michael Keaton, 1989 and on.
Yep.
You had Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and George Clooney.
Yep.
And that was the same storyline.
Yep.
So they like, who cares about recasting them? And everybody understands. It's like, oh, these are like, this is a character, or actually even better, James Bond. How many James Bonds have we had? And it's all like, until Daniel Craig, that was one universe,
Yeah.
They replaced M. And like, oh, this is literally a new M. James Bond didn't change. New actor, same guy.
But yeah, the point I'm trying to sort of make is, going back to the Marvel, they had a setup. It sort of collapsed upon itself because they didn't go back to square one. They didn't build the start, middle, end for this next big thing. They didn't develop that. They couldn't generate that, which is a shame because I do like, in
It's the
hindsight,
same
I do
thing that
like.
happened with the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah. And now we've got the Doctor Doom. They are having to retcon and basically go like, right, all these other phases aren't happening. We're now not bringing all of these in. We're now going to do this instead. And now we're going to do, Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. I mean, I understand that Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to be a part of it. He did like 10 years consistently, got a massive paycheck. And yeah, he probably wanted to go and do some other things. And like many other actors who have now returned back, they realize that they're not going to get a paycheck like they did from anywhere else, because Marvel and Disney, they've got that big bank. They're one of the few companies that will happily say, sure, we'll pay you $50 million for one movie. I mean, that's...
Well, but how much longer is that going to happen? Because,
that's an industry thing. Not
Well,
that's...
because I have honest, like, I'm not saying I've seen none, but I have seen very little of the Marvel movies since Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, and that's been a trend that we have been seeing and hearing about since Avengers Endgame. It's been this continuous decline, which is why Doomsday, you're probably going to be seeing a massive amount of hype. That's why we've had these teasers. That's why we've had the unmasking of Doctor Doom on stage with Robert Downey Jr. It's why we've got, Captain America being brought back and all these other things. Like they are really throwing everything, the kitchen sink and half the house at this to build up the hype once again.
And if it doesn't work, then it's done.
It's a big red mark. Yeah, that's a big red mark. Like I said in our chat, the Odyssey, for example, many of the movie critics that I follow on YouTube were not particularly impressed and didn't give it any form of praise. But I enjoyed it, and Christopher Nolan has got a name that generally seems to be holding it up. So they've done quite well. But that's because of, again, Christopher Nolan being who he is. And with Marvel, they've sort of like degraded themselves a bit, and they're now trying to rise back up. At least in my perception.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I struggle going to see any movies lately anyways.
No,
It's not fun. People talking all the time. It's so expensive.
I mean, we've discussed this before. As you said, it's expensive. It's far away. It's rare that there are movies that actually go like, "Hey, let's go and see this." again, I'm going to be bringing up the Odyssey because it's the one I actually went to see this year, and it was more or less just me saying, hey, to my wife, like, this movie's coming out. I kind of want to see it. And she said, yeah, it's Christopher Nolan. He's done pretty good. I'm like, yeah, let's go and see it. And we made a thing out of it. And when we drove home, we were still talking. We were talking about the movie the entire drive home. Like, to me, that was a sign of like, right, this is a good movie. I want the DVD for that. Because that's the sort of movie where you go, right, that entertained us.
Right.
Well, Seraphis, what was the last movie you guys went to go see in the theater?
A 1,000-yard stare of a man trying to remember past the horrors of the sick children.
The last one we saw was Spider-Man, but I'll be honest, prior to that, I can't remember what movie it was prior to seeing that one.
He-Man was the last one that I saw in theaters, and that was a couple of months ago. I can't tell you what it was prior to that. I didn't even see Hail Mary in the theaters. We watched it on TV finally.
I think it was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
I haven't seen that one.
I mean, I can remember, like, I don't remember what the most recent movie was, but I do remember specifically seeing some movies, like Pulp Fiction, you know, and going all the way back to that. I remember specifically going in to watch that in the movie theater. Same thing with Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. But yeah, I mean, like, if you were to ask me, well, what movies have I seen in the movie theater this year? I don't know. I don't remember.
well, it's a bit of a thing of like either the movies aren't memorable enough that they stand out and they just sort of like fade into blackness, or it's actually been that long.
We did go see Hades Town.
Hades Town, okay.
Yeah, it's a musical. My wife and daughter are super into it, and they thought that I'd enjoy the subject matter, which, I mean, I did. It's basically a retelling of Orpheus and, you know, going to hell and, you know, like the Greek tragedy, but modernized to like a 1940s, 1930s jazz setting. So, I mean, it was an interesting spin on it, but
that actually doesn't sound half bad to me.
No.
But then again, I would say that with the Odyssey, I've definitely sort of developed a taste of like the Greek stories were actually really good. There was some good stuff from there.
Yeah.
There's a nice TV show you might want to look into called Ulysses 31. That's a good interpretation too.
It's surprisingly good. I mean, it's 80s cheese, you know, and French and anime. Like, I mean, there's a whole lot going on there as far as what it is, but surprisingly interesting.
But its theme song absolutely kicks ass too.
I'm gonna give you that one. Yeah. So, wait, no, not you. Is it you? No, it's Odyssey 31.
That's Ulysses.
It's Ulysses 31.
Oh, dang! I thought it was Odyssey 31. Never mind. Whatever. It's still good. Go check it out. It's free on YouTube.
It's yeah.
It's also free in other places too.
Wow. Once again, this space pirate strikes again. His libertarian beliefs flying over us as he drops down pamphlets of things.
It's not my fault. It's the law.
All right, no, tangent here.
Mm-hmm.
That statement has just given me flashbacks to my D&D players because they began arguing, like, where are the boundaries? What is the legislative requirements? Can we take a boat or a chunk of land and just levitate it up over the kingdom and become a self-governed entity? Like, where's the line here? I'm like, these laws doesn't exist. What kingdom, what medieval kingdom would literally say you got to be 30,000 feet above us before we recognize you as an independent state? They wouldn't think about that. From these lands and above, everything belongs to them. And what about the river? Well, the river between here and here is no man's land. Ah, so it's no man's land, meaning we can claim it. I'm like, no, stop it. What's that? I hear a casino can be established on a great barge. All because you said, Seraphis, it's the law. I'm like, oh dear Lord, why are my players so autistic?
See, here's the thing, and this is something that I also like and appreciate about BattleTech's Catgill Nation. Because the Magistry of Canopus and Australia seem to have a few things in common in that regard. See, putting aside the parliamentary system and voting system and all that, there's a nice little thing in Australian law where we've got the whole consumer rights thing, right? Workers' rights, things like that. When you tie some of that stuff together, you get a lovely little how do I want to put this? Loophole that you can kind of go through, and technically it's not illegal. For example, there's anime, right? What's a good example?
I'm all right with the example, but please proceed. I am hinging upon your words, as you can see in chat.
Yes. Okay. So this isn't a good example, but it's an example nonetheless. Ninja Scroll is no longer available for streaming and stuff in Australia.
Like that matters to you.
I know. I already have the Blu-ray of it.
That's not what I was meaning.
Regardless, because it's no longer listed as being a product available in Australia, by consumer rights, it is no longer protected by consumer rights and consumer laws either, which technically means it's not illegal to pirate it online.
If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't theft.
What country do you think gave you that?
Oh, I have no idea. I just started seeing it around a couple, maybe that. No, maybe it's in the.
Oh, it's rife all over my Sony videos. I mean, it's rife
everywhere.
Yeah, Australia's basically been telling you that since Game of Thrones.
But equally, just to build upon that, we've also recently had, just to bring out Steam, because what am I going to say except for that I'm a filthy fanboy. Sue me, burn me on the stake. But the Steam has actually repaid a person for Battlefield 6 $110 when he bought it, because his argument was, after he played it for 400 hours, that they had removed core content that they were still advertising on their webpage without warning the users. And Steam turned around and went, yeah, that's legit. If they've taken away content from you without informing you and still doing fake advertisement, then that's grounds for a full refund.
And do you know what? In Australia, that's grounds for a refund as well.
That's good.
And it's grounds for the consumer rights department to sue the company that did it.
Yeah. But then, that's again where, at least from my perspective, that's why there are Steam is winning the customer service, frontier, because they do these things where people go I'm actually protected. Like my stuff is like if I do these things, like yes, I might only be buying the license. I mean, hell, even if someone says, "Oh, I'm now retracting the license for this, and this," Steam still says, "Right, these people have bought it, meaning they will keep it." Go on.
No. Finish what you're
So, like,
saying, because this is going to directly add on to that.
okay, these people, you have now removed it, or like you've lost the license, whatever, taken it off Steam, but people still bought it. But we're not going to remove it from their library. They will keep it because they bought it from you, and we retain that the latest version of it, which is why I think there's like a video game, one of the few video games that Steam actually removed from their platform because the creator decided to go way into the political side when it was against Steam's terms and conditions. And they basically went, right, you can't sell your product on our platform anymore, but anyone who's bought it will retain the latest version of that game.
On to that, Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Well, both of the Cybertron games. I have them on my Steam library. They have been removed because of licensing issues being expired, but they're part of my library. And yes, Steam retains the latest version of them. Even if I change a hard drive, even if I lose my hard drive, got to like get everything again, Steam will always have that for me to re-download and play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I will give them that they are excellent with that.
I think Good Old Games is in a similar pathway as well, because they've taken the stance of like, right, we can't compete on these side, but what can we do? We can do DRM free. If anyone wants to be on our platform, it's got to be DRM free. There's no ifs or buts. This is how it's done, and that's what we compete on. Steam doesn't have that, and that's fine. Again, this is how you differentiate yourself. I'm not going to be sitting and saying that is wrong. Steam also has the other aspect where they say, listen, we're not going to be opposed to if you make a video game with AI. But if it's being reported that it's made with AI, you need to put a tag on that so that people can make informed decisions. There's nothing wrong about that, except for the people who turn around and go like, yeah, but I want to make a quick buck, and I don't want people to know this because some people actually have morals that they stick to. Funny that. Am I bothered by it? No, I don't give a damn. Some people are, and it's their choice. And it's their right to...
I'm amused by large corporations who are bothered by it, though.
They're not. Just saying.
What, Epic isn't bothered by it? I beg to differ. They seem really annoyed.
Epic is bothered by it because they want to make money. Because they haven't been making money. Well, they've been making money from like Fortnite and other things that they're doing. So it's not that they aren't successful. It's just they are looking at Steam and going, well, we want to be that. And there's a gigantic chasm that they have to cross, but they don't want to. I get it. Like, again, Epic Games is doing other things that is making them stand out. Like, they give out free games to the people who've got signed up with them. They do lots of deals. They do all these other aspects. I have personal things that I don't like about. I have heard too many stories about how they've installed pseudo spyware and other things into people's computers by having their software, their launcher, and other video games. So I'm just going, well, you don't have anything that interests me. I've heard too much negativity about it, so I'm going to stay where I'm comfortable. I'm already annoyed about the aspect of having multiple launchers, which is why I refuse to have any of Paradox's games installed on my computer. I don't want to have another launcher just so I can play their game because they're like, no, we must have it for our statistical purposes.
Dude, it's like streaming services in the US. Like, you guys are lucky. It's like, oh, Netflix. Netflix is just like everything's on Netflix. But here it's like NBC Universal, they're like, oh, we don't want to license Psych out to Netflix, so we're going to create our own streaming service, Peacock, or Well,
they're half right.
Well, but that's the thing is, so now like the thing is like BitTorrent and just like pirating all the TV shows was literally almost dead. But then everybody's like, oh well, we want art. I get that, but no, just in general, because it's like, oh, I can pay $10 a month to Netflix and I have access to 99% of everything.
No, what you don't get is that you don't get that in other countries, dude.
I don't get what?
You don't get that level of library.
Anyway, I understand what Brian's explaining. You know, within the United States, the presentation of Netflix had exactly that. It was the umbrella thing. It had what people wanted. People flocked towards it and didn't really do pirating within the United States. I know in other countries, piracy continued because servicing availability and what have you was still there. But I do agree with what Brian is saying. He is right. That is exactly what happened. Piracy was on a downward trend within the United States. And then everyone decided to do the streaming services. So he's right.
Right, because nobody now, but that's the thing, is now on the rise again because nobody wants to pay for 40 different streaming services.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, and you remember last time you were on.
No one remembers that.
Yeah. You were asking me, or you were saying to me, why am I so bothered about American companies, your media corporations, buying up our ones? Yeah, we may only have 3 that they can buy up, and they've bought up 2 of them. But that does mean that like everything that's quote unquote Channel 10 has now become Paramount. So CBS Paramount bought Channel 10 here, and now if we want anything from the 10 network, we have to subscribe to the 10 plus streaming, which is just the Australian version of Paramount Plus.
Right, which and that's the thing though, is like I was actually, what was I watching? I was watching something, and the other the thing is that's not just an Australia problem. Like even here in the United States, it's like the TV stations, the radio stations are all being bought up. But the other problem is, part of the reason that they're all being bought up is because nobody is watching them. Nobody is listening to them. Like seriously, when was the last time that you listened to radio?
I don't even listen to it in my car.
I listen to it all the time in the car.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna throw on YouTube. Most of what I listen to is just people talking anyways. So I'm just gonna throw on YouTube and away I go. I mean, it's nothing I have to watch. So Kim gets annoyed when I'm at a stoplight, and if I'm watching a stream, I go in and I put in a comment. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "We're stopped. It's fine." But
we're stationary, it's safe.
Right, ish, theoretically. But yeah, that's the thing, is that they're not getting bought up because they're profitable. They're getting up because they're failing anyways. I get your point. It's like, what, an American company buying up the Australian market, and now yes, that is foreign influence, and I have a problem with other people doing it in the United States. No. My point is, I'm not disagreeing with you, Seraphis.
No.
Australian broadcasting should be owned by Australians.
No. We need the Danish perspective of how Australians need to live.
No.
I can't really argue that one. I mean, I just can't.
I can. I've played Hearts of Iron 4. I will march my men down across half the globe, past Thailand, hopping into the Giddy Islands, getting lost in the Philippines, being diverted towards China, and then back down again, only to land in New Zealand. I can live out my power fantasies, thank you very much.
I've played Risk. I can make this happen.
Exactly. Come on, Surface, you enjoyed this.
Yeah, if my ribs weren't so bruised at the moment, I would probably enjoy it more. But yeah. Yeah, no, good. That had just reminded me of something, a video I'd seen. But it was very much on par with what you said, and like, good that you're agreeing that, you know, individual countries should be propagandizing to themselves and not, you know, having other countries propagandize to them. What a concept!
I don't even think individual countries should be propagandizing to themselves. Like, just tell me straight up. Like, what is the news? I don't need your slant. I don't need. You know, I want the information. If I want an opinion, I'll go to people who give opinions. But the fact that they can't even just give straight news anymore, or if they ever did, let's be honest. You know. Anyways. Oh, for the record, while we've been chatting, starting in September, I'm adding Star Trek and Star Wars to the things that will just screw up my YouTube algorithm so that they don't understand what the hell to do with reading wikis.
You need to add Marvel in there.
Where? That's already 2 videos a day on the weekend.
No, you see, you know how the blocks are stacked of what you need to do. The one that says sleep, take it out.
Hold on, repeat that. Sorry, I was talking at the same time.
So you've got the blocks stacked up of what you need to deal with. The one that says sleep, take it out and insert Marvel.
Oh no, I'm not even worried about sleep. I'm a disaster as far as that goes, regardless. No, I'm just talking about, you know, because right now I'm just doing 1 video a day. I'm not trying to, you know, turn this into something resembling an AI slop channel. But, and actually, that's another question. Is there a good Marvel wiki out there?
Oh, yeah. So movies are typically released on Fridays. I would shift, if I'm going to do anything Marvel related, I'm going to key in on Thursdays, have it released on a Thursday. That gives you 24 hours for the algorithm to kick it out, you know, put its feelers out there for the right audience. And then come Friday when movies are released, now, given this is all going to culminate up to the release of Dr. Doom, but you're getting the algorithm out there, people get interested in it. That's what I would do. I would release it on a Thursday. And I would start doing at least one a week from this point forward until Dr. Doom comes out.
All right, well then I want your guys' opinion. Marvel.fandom.com.
Yeah.
Does it seem legitimate enough?
All right, Marvel.fandom.com. Let's see here.
I'm on the Dr. Doom page right now.
The 1,000-yard stare of Miss Marvel from the front page, just like, what have I gotten myself into? That is short.
Where is
Oh
that?
my word! I'll give the link here in the chat.
Well, no, I'm on it.
It's just what it.
Just her page. Got it.
No, let me take a snippet of like what I'm seeing from the front page. I'll share in the Discord. Like that face staring at me right now.
Okay.
Is it a legit web page? Yes, it is. That picture alone confirms to me that there is a serious level of effort. If they've scrounged through all of the comic pages and found that, someone with more time than they should really have is working on that fandom. Listen, I'm a natural in sales. I just don't do sale pitches for the right things.
I don't do sale pitches for the right things. I don't know why that's hilarious, though.
No, it's small things like that I try to use. Like a while back at work, someone gave me praise for doing something quite well, and I went, no, don't put me on pedestal. I'm afraid of heights. Gentlemen, I am afraid I'm going to have to skedaddle at this point. I'm needed elsewhere for the day. But it has been fun, and unfortunately, and I'm going to have to say this publicly, because I'm a sucker for punishment. I'm a glutton for pain. I crave nothing but the worst things in life. Seraphis would like me. October is coming up, which means that peer pressure is already building up that I have to return to my streaming of horror games. Seraphis is offering me to take me into an adventure of a colorful game that looks way too good to be true, and I don't trust him. I know my other players are already saying that they want me to return to other horror games I've tried before, and I shit myself about. So October, I may actually be streaming on Seraphis.
It's got happy little sheeples in it.
I know, I'm terrified.
And a lovely little possum. What could be harmful about a sheep and a possum?
I'm not watching, just so you know.
That's fine. You can watch it at your own leisure. You will hear me shout.
No.
Danish.
No. I'm not. No, none of it. I'm not watching the replay. I'm not watching the live. I'm not. Nope.
Oh, so here's what I suggest then, Brian.
Stop being a big wussy.
No. Better. Listen, I understand. I'm not going to sit here and try and peer pressure you. I absolutely don't do things that doesn't make you feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I do it because for some reason I give in to peer pressure. Just tune into Talkin Drek, where I will undoubtedly sit there and go, why am I doing this to myself? Why have I permitted myself to be surrounded by people who are so lovely yet so toxic that I must subject myself to these monthly humiliation? Have I seen the size of your power sword? Well, I suppose I'm about to.
Awkward.
I have fun. I'm just saying.
That's good. Anyway, that is the entertainment. So Brian, tune in to when I will probably be returning to the Talkin Drek, lamenting that what I'm doing, asking myself what I've done, and likely also bring up the highlights of when I forgot to speak English and began shouting in Danish, cussing at the entities haunting me, or I decided that I am now so scared I will now start to insult them by reminding them that they are non-tax-paying, contributing members of society, that their home is a shamble, their market value is derelict, and that there will be a miracle if they manage to sell it at all at a loss of 50%.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I know you did.
Yeah.
There are many people who apparently enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen. It's been a lot of fun. I hope I've entertained you. I hope I've entertained the 2 or 3 people that's tuned in. I know I'm one of them.
I'm probably another one.
Oh, well,
I'm here. I'm not sure I would say I'm tuned in, though.
We wouldn't ask for any more.
All right.
Take care.
See you, Saxon.
See you, Sax.
See you, Sax.
Oh, dear. Our insanity knows no bounds.
It should. It absolutely should know bounds, but it does not.
Go.
What?
With attitude like that, I will make a 100th episode, an episode where we have to sing everything.
Hey, that would be fun.
Nope, not doing it.
I vote that we do that.
I'm not doing it. I will show up for that one. That's in 2 weeks.
That'll be 2 weeks. Yep.
Barring, any cancellation for whatever reason.
Cancellations, clusterfucks, and other appropriate
distinct possibilities.
Hey, and at my house, anything goes. I mean, y'all saw the photos of my shower, right?
Yes.
The hole in the ground?
Yeah, the hole in the floor, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I have a bad feeling that the next major catastrophe is going to revolve around the refrigerator.
We just replaced ours.
I'm not seeing any water damage from underneath, but when you walk up to the refrigerator, the floor feels
squishy.
Soft. Yeah, squishy.
That sounds fun.
At this point, I'm almost just ready to just live underneath a bridge.
You got the beard for it.
Yeah. Hey, I might actually lose weight.
Anyways, all right. So, asking about Marvel, if I'm going to, add this in.
Yes.
Like, should I just cover because one problem, looking at the movie entries, they are sparse.
No, look at the characters.
But
Cover
even
the characters.
Right, but look at the movie versions of the characters, or
yeah. Do look at the movie version, or do a compare and contrast. Make a super long video. See, now I'm throwing some super complicated stuff in there. Do a compare and contrast. Dr. Doom from the comics versus Dr. Doom from the movie, or Iron Man from the comics versus Iron Man from the movie. What's the real difference?
Or you could compare the 90s cartoon versions of the characters with their movie versions.
Or the Incredible Hulk through the ages. Why was he known as David Banner at one point and then Bruce Banner at another point?
Right, but see that. Okay, no, you all are making this way more complicated than I'm willing to make it.
Yep. See, this is the rabbit hole. This is why I have a hard time making my Who Is videos on D&D, because I keep going down all these different rabbit holes.
I try to stick to one rabbit hole.
I like 9.
Oh, and apparently the movies are Earth 199999.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first I knew about that.
Yeah, and then the comics a lot of them are in Earth 616.
Which doesn't make any sense. Why isn't it just Earth 1? Yeah.
Well, because Earth 1 didn't have any superheroes in it. We are basically Earth 1. Earth 1 is the Earth of reality where fictional stories are told about other Earths.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think my problem with the movie versions of the characters is that some are really good, but like if like looking at Doctor Doom, the entry there is literally like 2 half paragraphs. And that's it. Yeah, so you can't even do a compare and contrast because until Doomsday comes out, there's not going to be any more information. And then the question is if it's really going to develop any more, because are they going to develop the character anymore in the MCU? So
you're just playing up to that point.
Apparently, there's a
and by the way, there's going to be a new Looney Tunes movie about Wile E. Coyote too.
Apparently, that's old and just never got released for whatever reason. And when I say old, I'm talking like within like the last 5 years or whatever.
Yeah, Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah. Which actually, the couple trailers they've put out, that looks really good.
Yeah. Apparently,
I mean, and hey, who doesn't want to see the Coyote win at least once?
Yeah, he's not going to. That's going to be the funny thing. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that image that ran around the internet? The rules for a Roadrunner Coyote cartoon?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I need to find it because it is actually really cool. And when you read about it, you're like, oh, that all makes perfect sense. Let's see. Oh, what the hell? Okay. The 9 rules for all Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote interactions, a guide for the animators by Chuck Jones, animation director and creator. Rule number 1, the Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. Number 2, no outside force can harm the Coyote, only his ineptitude or the failure of the Acme products. Rule number 3, the Coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic. Repeat, a fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. George Santayana. Number 4, no dialogue ever except beep beep. Number 5, the Roadrunner must stay on the road. Otherwise, logically, he would not be called a Roadrunner. Number 6, all action must be confined to the natural environment of the 2 characters, the Southwest American desert. Number 7, all materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Number 8, whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. And number 9, the Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures. Fun fact, did you know that Acme is a real word?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
No.
The best. It's like either Greek or Latin, but it literally is supposed to be like the best. Which adds another layer to the joke. Anyways, I always thought that was fun. So, anyways, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to with Marvel just to do the comic characters.
But then which comic? Like, would you be going with the Ultimate versions? Would you be going with the...
I don't...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that one.
I would. Because there's too much variables when it comes to comic characters because of the way that like they've done multiverses, they've rebooted characters, they've changed the person playing the character. You're gonna get wrapped up in things way too quickly.
Yeah. And that's I didn't. Oh my god! What the hell, Marvel? Apparently, I'm looking at their wiki. Realities: Earth 616 Prime. Okay. Earth 1999 MCU. Okay. Earth 6160 New Ultimate. Earth 1610 Old Ultimate. It's like, so they can't even keep Ultimates straight anymore.
Hey,
That's
you
why
think
it's all
that's
called the multiverse.
I get that, but it's just like I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could do it on maybe I could just do the Ultimates character since that's sort of what MCU is based on, anyways. And it's like, wait, which one? Oh, why do they make me like? I hate Marvel. I've honestly never really like give me DC stories. Yes, they're a mess, but I understand that they're a mess, and everyone's like, Marvel's so much, but whatever. They're not.
DC has the same thing going on, though.
yeah
They have
worse?
different-
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, because they're not congruent with any of their universes. You know, you've got the whole Flashpoint series.
Yeah, remember when the New 52 was going to be a full reboot of everything?
Yeah.
It was only going to be one universe,
Yeah,
and then that quickly became a multiverse again.
Yep.
I know.
although it was cool to see in the Flash movie different versions of Batman, and seeing Michael Keaton come back. That was kind of fun.
I never watched that.
I didn't watch it either.
It was not bad. It was fun. I mean, it definitely had its own plot holes and whatnot, but the Flash movies were, I mean, they were fun within themselves.
Hmm.
It'd be something worth watching if you don't have anything else better to watch. You could certainly spend worse time watching other things.
Yeah, but I could just watch or rewatch Masters of the Universe again.
You could.
That's true.
The Dolph
After
Lundgren
you've
or
watched
the
it
new
like
one.
7 times.
Have any of you been watching Silo?
No, never heard of it.
So the hard part is it's on Apple TV. Which,
Bum.
yeah, why the hell does Apple have a streaming service?
Because they're cunts.
Probably a fair argument. But anyway, it's based off of the movies Wool, Shift, and Dust. My son's actually listened to all the books, so he's a little annoyed with the show because they've changed a bunch of the stuff, but like the actual author is involved in like how they're scripting it. So like I realize there's always changes in any adaptation, but at least if the actual author is involved, you know, in my head he's at least trying to keep it to his original idea and his original vision, theoretically. Anyways, we've been enjoying that one. Highly recommend you check it out. Basically, it's Fallout without the comedy.
Mhm.
So that would just be a boy and his dog.
Or,
Wow.
okay.
That's one I haven't seen in a long, long time.
I haven't seen that at all. Okay, let me put it a little bit better. Fallout without the comedy, and they're still in the silo or the vault.
So the second half of A Boy and His Dog.
I haven't seen A Boy and His Dog. I still got nothing. I'm just saying, check it out. It's good.
Okay. I imagine Harlan Ellison's story is probably going to be better, though.
Maybe?
Considering a boy and his dog literally inspired Fallouts, like...
I will take your word for it.
Fault, talking dog, glowing ghouls, yep. Large irradiated beasts, savage wastelands of survival. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
That's the one that had what's his face from Miami Vice in it.
Mhm.
The movie, anyway. Don Johnson.
Yep. What the hell?
That wasn't from me.
That was my cat out the door.
Your cat meows with attitude.
Yes, he does.
Cat sounds like a dog when he meows.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm very confused.
Well, guys, I got to bounce.
No worries.
Same time next week, yeah?
Probably.
If I'm awake, I might be awake. I'll probably be awake.
Well, I expect to see a Marvel wiki on Thursday.
No, there won't be a Marvel wiki on
there
Thursday.
has to be.
No, there won't be.
There has to be.
Why does there have to be?
Because the YouTube gods demand it.
Oh, no. If anything, it wouldn't start until September.
No, you got to start now.
No.
You have to.
I'm going out of town this week.
Well,
Again.
then do it today and schedule it for Thursday.
I'm trying to get the rest of the week finished so that those are done. I have to get 3 done before I leave, preferably 4. I'd like to finish up August, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I think you can do it. I have faith in you.
But is it faith of the heart?
It's faith all around. All right, guys. See y'all in chat.
All right. See you, Brian.
So, yeah.
And see, I'm not doing the thing where I'm talking and then just leave in the middle of it. I'm actually saying bye.
He's such a piece of shit because you know he's going to do it.
Oh, I'm saying bye. I'm telling
Bye,
you,
Brian.
I'm leaving.
Okay, leave. Leave without saying anything else. I dare you.
Okay. I'm going.
Okay, fine. All right, go then.
Bye.
Bye. How goodbyes are always so awkward.
I'm going to keep talking. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You wanted it. Part of you wanted it.
Anyways.
Oh, and one more thing. I did forget to mention that I was kind of
You got your fix now?
Friends. Anyways.
Man, we talked a lot of shit tonight. Didn't even talk any gaming.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We talked YouTube. We talked. No, it was all Drek. It was straight up Drek. Nothing but Drek.
Yeah. Absolutely unproductive.
So normal.
Yeah. Oh no, we did have that one time that was kind of productive. And Max the Hour was in the chat, and there's whole conversations going on. And
are you gaslighting me? Because I'm looking at chat and I'm like, I didn't see anything.
No, not tonight. That one episode that we did ages ago.
Oh yeah.
That was the one time we had a productive episode.
Yeah, I don't understand why, like, you're so regular with this and yet it pulls nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just confuses me.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. YouTube is designed by Americans.
You hate America these days. Seriously, bro.
Dude, I've always hated America. Really hate to tell you. After about 6 months of being online in 1998, I decided, wow, I fucking hate hearing Americans talking about shit. That's how long it took.
Look, just because we're the most important.
I'll borrow a phrase from America and say, we'll see what God says. Analytics. If it will load up.
It won't. It hates you.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, live stream. So yeah, I average about 8 views between each Talkin Drek.
Yeah, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's not really that much of a biggie. I mean, who cares?
No, I'm just confused because just it is so regular. It's same time almost every single week. I would just assume there is more traction.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I was trying to get at. Because YouTube has used its algorithms to, I mean, this is kind of what you and Brian were talking about earlier, about, you know, things working to the algorithm and stuff, right? But, like, you know, as you guys call it, water cooler talk, just a bunch of people sitting around talking to each other, that doesn't fit into an algorithmic bubble. That's why it doesn't get noticed. That's why this never seems to do well unless people actually go click on it or only have like 5 or 6 subscriptions on their YouTube page, and this is one of them.
Right.
So yeah, it's like that's why this keeps happening, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's still, I don't know.
It still annoys you.
Yeah, it does still annoy me because again, it's like I don't know. The algorithm doesn't make any sense to me because, like, you know, regularity. There's plenty of people that just don't talk about anything, you know, and pull way more traction.
Yes. Have you seen the fucking trend of people who all read the same fucking script?
What
is it? Like you, fuck, what was it called? Come on, show me my recent searches. Okay, give me a second. to pull up my history so I can find it, because I was making a reference to it for something else that I was doing. No. Oh shit, I watched a lot of music videos lately. It's gonna take a while to find. Oh wow, oh that's right, I watched that Indian weird. Oh my god. Oh, that's right, I watched Eurovision too, didn't I? It's gonna take a while. This is going to take a while. I didn't even watch that. Why is that in my watch list? Shit. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So look up, like, do a YouTube search. Something big has happened and millions are noticing. You'll get dozens of channels who are all doing the same thing, right?
Right.
And basically, you could put them all together, listen to them, and they're basically saying the exact same script, each one of them. They're all these Americans, they're almost all Americans, they're almost all living overseas, and they're all talking about things as if it's in a like reflective way, but it's a whole lot of nothing. And these videos get 20,000, 50,000, 170,000 views, depending on like the title of the topic, or non-topic rather. But yeah, that's
well, but are you sure they're actual people and not just AI? Because that's the thing, is that they like, there is a lot of, like, from my understanding, there's a lot of that going around where people are just like that's one of the things with or like one of the suspicions about the like the changes to the monetization rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you want to get monetized, you have to have 8,000 hours of long form views, or it's like 40 or 80 million shorts impressions, or valid shorts views. Okay. And a valid short view is like for some reason, like anytime you scroll through a short is a view, but you have like, they have to stay for at least like 5 to 10 seconds for it to be a valid shorts view.
Huh.
And then on top of that, to keep your monetization for the shorts, you have to maintain that, like, not the same volume, but I want to say like you have to have like 40 million to get monetized, but then you have to maintain like 10 million legitimate views every 90 days. And so if you fall below that, then you stop getting monetized. And I think it's because a lot of people are just, you know, they're like the AI generated shorts, you know, something big has happened and everybody's watching.
Mm.
You know, it's probably not some American that's living overseas. It's probably Rajesh from India who's just feeding it all through an AI with a decent voice synthesizer. That's why I do mine. That's why I have my actual voice on, or my actual face on the screen, like one of my normal video or my gaming videos. It's why I read the article. It's why I leave the mistakes in.
Mm.
You know, which like somebody actually made a comment. They're like, you realize this is like training the AI to actually include those kinds of mistakes. I'm like, that's fair, but you know, here we are.
For the time being, it does distinguish you from being a real person.
Right. Exactly. And so, but you know, I realized that if I wanted it to work properly, it would have to be like the 40K wiki channel or the Battletech wiki channel. But I don't. It's right now it's things that interest me until I can get enough comments and suggestions of things to talk about. So that way, oh, no, it is interesting. Or, hey, you were reading through and I saw that was linked. Could you go check out that article? But
hey, look, I try to give you as many suggestions as I can, but I'm just one man.
I didn't say you did anything wrong. I am just talking about I understand where some of the difficulties lie in this. And it's frustrating, but here we are.
Yeah.
So, but it is definitely something that, makes me debate, after I've done it for a year, if I'm really not getting much more traction, do I keep doing it? Like some of them, especially like the hour-long videos. It's like that's an hour of time just to read it.
Yeah.
And I think there is value because, okay, it's a 1 hour video of me reading. How many people bounce off of that article because, they get 3 paragraphs in and they're like, why is this still going? So,
you know what you could do?
Drugs.
Well, yeah, but you don't live in my neighborhood for easy access, so that's not really helpful for you.
Just saying it's an option.
It is. But you could look at this in a different way. Because, like, I mean, you've got a new generation coming along, right? Like, you personally.
Right.
Oh, grandpappy. I'm just saying, what you could be doing, being that you are, I'm going to put this in heavy quotations here, still a young man.
Ish.
is
relatively speaking,
is you could put a bunch of videos up that are specifically like reading kids' bedtime stories or things like that. And even though the purpose behind it could be one for, hey, this is going to be for the grandkids, other people could get use out of it too.
So, problem there is number one, that's a completely different channel.
Well, yeah.
Number two, that depending on what it is, that does really get into copyright stuff, especially if you're going to do anything quote unquote modern. There's a lot of stuff that is public domain, but again, it's
oh, but also public domain where? Because as my darling Grim found out, something that might be public domain here isn't necessarily public domain in the US yet.
Right. Well, no, exactly, because we've got like, that is just, some of that is just straight up ridiculous. It's like life of author plus 200 years or something at this point. It's like, really? Bruh, that was never the intention. which is actually funny. I know someone who is a copyright absolutist.
Mm-hmm.
If it's my creation, I should own it in perpetuity.
How are they even going to
like pass it on to his kids? Yeah, it's like, but that's never been how art is.
Yeah.
Especially in the age of well, I mean, it really only came about in the age of reproduction, but yeah, anyways, regardless, that's a separate issue.
Yep.
But yeah, it is just one of those where I've thought about that. Yeah, but I don't know. That is definitely more time involved. And I'm already bad at managing my time anyways.
Yeah, but there is a possibility that could blow up for you a lot better than what Wikis is. Because some people just don't have the time or don't want to read stories. And if you're just reading the stories for the kids, nothing else. Just saying. Easy way to get like 10,000 views an hour. And hell, you wouldn't even necessarily have to put your mug on screen, especially if you have the kids' books. You could just do a top, the camera down on it and just go through the pages, reading as you go along until you get to the end, and then just end the video. For those books that are, or those stories that are public domain, at least anyway.
No, I know.
Obviously, it's food for thought, but
it is. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. And that's the other thing. I mean, I actually do think there are people doing that. Like,
I know there's lullaby channels, but yeah.
522,000 subscribers. Grandpa reads the comics.
Shit, there you go. Fuck, I should just
and it's a Mormon guy. I just what the what the this is
I set you down a rabbit hole, didn't I?
No, this is the I'll be honest, this is the nothing against this guy, but this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay, Okay. So, here's the comic.
Yep. We didn't get
Grandpa.
any sound.
Oh, you didn't get... Oh, what the hell?
It's okay.
No, because like whatever. I'm not gonna bust on the guy anymore. But again, I'm just wondering. It's like, how is this 552,000 subscribers? He's putting up all sorts of videos, and most of them are super short. But it's like 300 views. But like, where did he get 500,000 subscribers from?
You'd probably have to go back in time to see where that channel came from. Or, brought the views. Or brought the subscribers. Or, someone like Markiplier or something mentioned the channel in a video. Oh, hey, Grandpa reads the comics. Someone big mentioned.
Well, and 99% of the videos are just random stuff. Like, it's even more random than the Wiki's videos.
Yeah. See, the algorithm doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about me. You just need to be noticed by someone big to become big.
I really need to get the fat This was his idea. I need to get the fat electrician to shout this out. Anyway, all right, so
well, I'm going to end it there. I think the stream's gone pretty well.
It's been amazing. All those people in chat, everything, all the side discussions going on. Quality entertainment, folks.
Yep. So yeah, unless this cold kills me by next weekend, we'll be back next weekend.
Which we can only hope for.
I know. At this point, I'm just fucking desperate for it. Oh well.
The sweet release of death.
Pretty much.